Hello everybody, my name is Ryan and this is lesson 1 of learning HTML and CSS. In this lesson we'll be learning about the basic tools required in order to produce a website. The good news is that you don't have to spend any money in order to produce a website. All the tools that you need are freely available. The only thing you need to do is learn the HTML markup language and the CSS language. So let's begin by looking at the editor. You need an editor in order to write HTML code and CSS code. And in front of me I have an example of an editor. I'm using the Geany editor for Linux. If you're using Windows, you could use the standard Notepad editor that comes with Windows. Although I would recommend something a little bit more advanced than that. Something like Notepad++. If you do a Google search for free text editors, you'll see many different results that come back. And one of the first results that comes back is Notepad++. Notepad++ is an enhanced version of Notepad. It supports many good features. It can be downloaded from notepad++.org. What you should look for in a text editor is something that supports tabs. Tabs allow you to have more than one file open at the same time. Also line numbers, so you can see which line you're busy working on. And syntax highlighting, which means all the code that you do is color coded. Different colors for different parts of the code. This makes life easier when debugging your code, and it's easier to visualize what's happening. Another good feature to look for in an editor is a tool that can do search and replace across multiple tabs. So once you've decided on your editor, and it really is your decision, there are so many different editors you could use, and it really is a personal preference. But once you've decided on your editor, you will then also need a web browser. So this example is called Chromium, which is a open source version of Google Chrome. You could also install Firefox from Mozilla, and Internet Explorer comes standard with Windows. If you have Windows, then you could also use Internet Explorer. And then Safari is the browser that is used by Apple. So Mac PCs and iPads, iPhones will use Safari. And that's the tools you need in order to produce a basic website. In our next lesson we'll be learning more about HTML coding and what this all means.